Imagine standing in your kitchen on a quiet morning. Sunlight filters through the curtains, the kettle hums softly, and you're thinking about what to make for breakfast. You reach for the vegetables in your fridge, the ones you've eaten for years, without a second thought. But what if I told you that a few of those healthy choices could actually be silently working against your body, especially after 60, and that a different set of vegetables could be the quiet heroes that keep your heart strong, your memory sharp, and your energy steady? Stay with us until the end, because number 3 on our never touch list will surprise you, and the vegetables we'll recommend later might change the way you eat forever. The truth is, our bodies after 60 don't work the same way they did at 30 or 40. Digestion slows, nutrient absorption changes, and our cells become more sensitive to the kinds of fuel we give them. Certain vegetables, yes, even ones you've always thought were good for you, can trigger spikes in blood sugar, stress your kidneys, or cause inflammation that makes joint pain worse. Others can be so nutrient-rich and easy to digest that they feel like a gentle gift to your body every single day. Think about it. Have you ever noticed that some meals leave you feeling light, steady, and clear-minded, while others leave you bloated, sluggish, or achy? It's not just getting older. It's about how specific plant compounds, fibers, and sugars interact with the aging body. For example, some starchy vegetables, though perfectly fine for younger people, can cause large blood sugar swings in seniors. Others contain naturally occurring chemicals that may interfere with medications or put extra strain on organs that are already working harder with age. But on the other hand, certain leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, and brightly colored options can deliver powerful antioxidants, steady energy, and protection for the brain and heart. We'll go through each one together. 5 vegetables you should avoid, and 5 you should eat every single day. Along the way, I'll share gentle, practical swaps so you can enjoy your meals without feeling deprived. Because this isn't about giving up foods you love, it's about choosing the ones that love you back. I also want to gently challenge a common belief that all vegetables are always healthy. It's not that simple. For a body over 60, the wrong vegetables in the wrong amounts can make it harder to keep your blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar in check. The right vegetables can make those same goals far easier and more delicious to achieve. As we explore, I'll keep things simple and clear without jargon. You'll know exactly why each vegetable is on the never touch list or the must eat list, and you'll get ideas you can put into practice immediately. So take a deep breath, maybe pour yourself a cup of tea, and let's start this journey together. The first vegetable on our never touch list may look innocent, even comforting, but for many people over 60, it's quietly undermining your health in ways you might never have imagined. Let's begin with a vegetable that feels like home for many of us: white potatoes. Mashed, roasted, fried, they've been on our plates for decades. But after 60, their story changes. White potatoes are high in starch that converts quickly to glucose in the body. For seniors, whose insulin sensitivity often decreases with age, this can mean sharp spikes in blood sugar followed by sudden drops. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has linked frequent consumption of high glycemic foods like white potatoes to a higher risk of type 2 diabetes and metabolic syndrome in older adults. Now, does that mean you can never enjoy them again? Not necessarily, but for daily or frequent consumption, they may do more harm than good. If you love their comfort, you can swap them for sweet potatoes in moderation, or better yet, non-starchy vegetables like cauliflower or turnips that can mimic that soft texture without the same blood sugar hit. The second vegetable might surprise you: corn. It often brings memories of summer barbecues and fresh markets. But corn is another high glycemic vegetable, and most of what's available today has been heavily hybridized to be sweeter than the varieties of decades past. That sweetness comes with more natural sugar, and the kernels are also packed with starch. On top of that, corn can be hard to digest for some seniors because of its tough outer hull, which may lead to bloating or discomfort. If you're on certain medications, the fiber in corn can even slow the absorption of your pills, something to consider if your prescriptions are time-sensitive. For both potatoes and corn, it's not just about the immediate effect on blood sugar. Over time, repeated spikes can contribute to inflammation, weight gain, and increased risk of cardiovascular disease, all things we want to gently avoid as we age. Now, our third vegetable on the never touch list might raise eyebrows because it's often marketed as a healthy snack: raw spinach. Yes, the spinach is nutrient-rich, but in its raw form it contains high levels of oxalates, natural compounds that can bind to calcium and form kidney stones in susceptible individuals. For older adults, especially those with a history of kidney issues or bone density concerns, high oxalate diets can be problematic. Cooking spinach significantly reduces oxalate levels, so it's not about banning it entirely. It's about knowing the form and frequency that serve you best. It's worth pausing to notice something here. None of these vegetables are inherently bad for all people. But for the aging body, the wrong vegetable in the wrong amount can subtly work against your long-term health goals. And the next one we'll talk about in next part is perhaps the most misleading of all. A vegetable that wears the costume of health but may quietly interfere with your thyroid, your energy, and even your digestion, especially if you're eating it raw. The fourth vegetable might seem like it belongs in every salad bowl: raw cruciferous vegetables, especially raw kale and raw broccoli. These are nutrient powerhouses when cooked properly, but when eaten raw in large amounts, they contain compounds called goitrogens, which can interfere with thyroid hormone production. For someone over 60, especially if you already have a sluggish thyroid or are on thyroid medication, this interference can add to fatigue, brain fog, and difficulty maintaining a healthy weight. Lightly steaming or sautéing these vegetables neutralizes most of the goitrogens, making them safe and beneficial. The key here is preparation. Your thyroid will thank you. Number 5 is a vegetable many people think of as a safe filler on the plate: canned peas. While fresh peas in moderation can be a source of plant protein and fiber, the canned version often comes loaded with added sodium and, in some cases, sugar. For older adults, excess sodium can quietly elevate blood pressure and increase the risk of fluid retention, putting more strain on the heart. The texture and flavor of canned peas can also be less appealing, which sometimes leads people to add butter, salt, or creamy sauces that further reduce their heart health profile. If peas are your comfort food, go for fresh or frozen and season them with herbs instead of extra salt. The last entry on our never touch list is a bit of a wild card: pickled or brined vegetables high in sodium, such as certain store-bought pickles, sauerkraut, and jarred peppers. While these foods can offer probiotics, the commercial versions often contain excessive salt and preservatives. For older adults managing blood pressure or heart disease, that sodium load can undo the potential benefits. If you love that tangy flavor, you can make your own low-sodium ferments at home. You'll get the gut health perks without the salt overload. Looking at this list as a whole, there's a theme. It's not about villainizing vegetables, but understanding how your body at 60 or 70 processes them differently than it did decades ago. Metabolism slows, organ function shifts, and our resilience to certain compounds lessens. Being mindful about starch, oxalates, sodium, and goitrogens can mean the difference between steady, vibrant energy and the slow creep of chronic fatigue or discomfort. But here's the uplifting part. For every vegetable that's best limited, there's another that can nourish you deeply, supporting your heart, mind, bones, and digestion in ways that feel almost restorative. In the next part, we'll open the door to the must-eat daily list. And the first vegetable we'll meet is so rich in vitamins, minerals, and protective plant compounds that some researchers call it the green shield for aging bodies. It's easy to find, easy to cook, and may help guard against the very conditions we fear most as we grow older. Let's start with the vegetable I hinted at: dark leafy greens, particularly spinach, cooked, Swiss chard, and collard greens. These greens are like a shield for your body, loaded with vitamin K for bone strength, lutein and zeaxanthin for eye health, and folate for brain function. Research from neurology found that older adults who ate one serving of leafy greens daily had significantly slower cognitive decline than those who rarely ate them. Cooking spinach, as we mentioned earlier, reduces oxalates making its calcium more available to your bones and less likely to contribute to kidney stones. A simple way to add them daily is to saute them lightly in olive oil with garlic. Gentle on digestion, rich in flavor. Second on the list is broccoli, cooked. This cruciferous vegetable, when lightly steamed, unlocks a powerful compound called sulforaphane, known for its anti-inflammatory and detox-supporting properties. It's also a quiet ally for heart health, helping to improve blood vessel function. Studies from the Journal of the American Heart Association suggest that regular cruciferous vegetable intake may help reduce arterial stiffness, something that naturally increases with age. The trick is not to overcook. Keep it tender crisp so you preserve its nutrients while making it easy to chew and digest. The third is a vibrant, sweet option, red bell peppers. They're packed with vitamin C, even more than oranges, which supports immune health and helps your body absorb iron. Vitamin C also plays a role in collagen production, which supports skin elasticity and joint health. For seniors whose collagen production naturally declines, a colorful salad with red bell pepper slices is more than just pretty. It's functional nourishment. If raw peppers are hard on your digestion, try roasting them until tender. The flavor becomes sweeter and gentler. Fourth, we have carrots, a humble root vegetable rich in beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A. This supports healthy vision, particularly in low light, and helps maintain the integrity of your skin and mucous membranes. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, higher blood levels of carotenoids are linked to a reduced risk of age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in seniors. Enjoy them roasted, steamed, or blended into soups for a soothing, nutrient-dense meal. Finally, for this section, let's talk about Brussels sprouts. These small green gems are rich in antioxidants and also contain alpha-lipoic acid, which may help regulate blood sugar levels. A welcome benefit if you're monitoring glucose. They pair beautifully with olive oil and a sprinkle of balsamic vinegar, roasted until their edges are caramelized and sweet. The beauty of these five isn't just in their nutrient profiles, it's how they work together, offering a spectrum of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds that meet the unique needs of an aging body. Eating a colorful mix daily ensures you're covering the bases for heart, brain, bone, and eye health without relying solely on supplements. But the next vegetable on our must-eat list is in a league of its own. It's not green, it's not sweet, and it's been used for centuries in both cooking and natural medicine for its remarkable ability to support blood flow, brain health, and even memory retention. The next vegetable, or perhaps we should call it a culinary medicine, is beetroot. Its deep crimson color comes from pigments called betalains, which have strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. But what makes beets stand out for seniors is their naturally high nitrate content. In the body, these nitrates convert to nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes and widens blood vessels, improving circulation and lowering blood pressure. A study published in Hypertension showed that daily beet juice consumption significantly improved blood flow to the brain in older adults, a factor linked to better cognitive performance. You can roast them, steam them, or blend them into a soup for a subtly sweet, earthy flavor. Next is garlic. While technically an aromatic bulb, garlic has earned its place among vegetables worth eating daily. It's rich in sulfur compounds like allicin, which have been shown to reduce blood pressure, lower LDL cholesterol, and support immune function. A meta-analysis in the Journal of Nutrition found that aged garlic extract could modestly reduce plaque buildup in arteries, a key step in protecting heart health. For those concerned about the strong raw taste, lightly roasting or simmering garlic in soups allows you to retain many of its benefits while softening its bite. Our third pick here is tomatoes. They're a wonderful source of lycopene, a powerful antioxidant linked to reduced risk of prostate cancer in men and heart disease in both men and women. Lycopene is more bioavailable when tomatoes are cooked, so enjoy them in stews, sauces, or roasted dishes. Combined with a small amount of healthy fat, like olive oil, the absorption of lycopene is further enhanced. For seniors, this is a simple, flavorful way to add a protective layer to heart and skin health. Fourth, we have asparagus. This elegant vegetable is rich in vitamin K, folate, and prebiotic fiber, which helps nourish healthy gut bacteria. A balanced gut microbiome plays a surprisingly large role in immune health, mood regulation, and nutrient absorption, all crucial in the later decades of life. Asparagus is also naturally diuretic, helping reduce water retention and bloating. Light steaming or roasting keeps its delicate flavor intact while preserving nutrients. And finally, one of the most underestimated vegetables, mushrooms. While technically fungi, their nutrient profile earns them a seat at the vegetable table. Mushrooms provide vitamin D, a nutrient many older adults lack, along with selenium and antioxidants that support immune health and may help reduce inflammation. Varieties like shiitake and maitake contain compounds shown to support cardiovascular function and even bolster the immune system's defense against infections. Lightly sautéed with olive oil, they can accompany almost any meal. Together, these vegetables, from beets to mushrooms, form a powerful daily defense for the body and mind. They're not just about preventing disease, but about promoting vibrancy, resilience, and a steady flow of energy throughout the day. And in our final part of video, we'll step away from the lists entirely. Instead, we'll talk about how to gently weave these choices into your daily life, so eating for your health feels natural, joyful, and deeply satisfying, not like another rule to follow. When it comes to your health after 60, the most powerful changes often come from the smallest, most consistent actions. You don't have to overhaul your entire kitchen overnight. Start with one meal, one colorful plate, one choice that leaves you feeling lighter, clearer, and more at ease in your own body. Think of your meals as a quiet conversation with yourself. Each bite a message to your heart, your bones, your mind. With every tender green, each roasted root, each splash of color, you're telling your body, I'm listening, I'm here for you. That's the kind of care our bodies understand best. If the idea of eating more intentionally feels overwhelming, take a softer approach. Choose 2 or 3 vegetables that feel most inviting right now. Maybe it's the earthy sweetness of roasted beets, the warm, comforting aroma of garlic, or the crisp, fresh bite of cooked greens. Add them into your week until they feel like second nature. Then let your list grow from there. And don't forget, food is more than just nutrients. It's the smell of onions sizzling in olive oil, the bright burst of color on your plate, the way a warm bowl feels in your hands on a cool evening. Eating well isn't a punishment for growing older. It's a celebration of all the years you've come through, and all the days ahead you're still shaping. If you ever doubt the value of these choices, picture your future self, walking with ease, remembering names and stories, waking up with steady energy and a calm mind. That future is being built right now, forkful by forkful, day by day. Of course, everyone's body is different. What works beautifully for one person may need adjusting for another. Listen to how your body responds. If something leaves you feeling heavy, achy, or unsettled, that's useful information. And if something leaves you feeling light, nourished, and content, that's a sign to welcome more of it into your life. Over time, these small shifts will create a foundation you can trust. You'll notice changes in how you feel, how you move, how you think, and you'll know it wasn't luck. It was you, making conscious, caring choices for yourself. So as you stand in your kitchen tomorrow morning and sunlight pours through the window, let your plate tell a story of vitality, clarity, and joy. Your health is in your hands, and now your plate too.